Hello, welcome to Views from my car. I'm actually sitting outside my house, which is obviously a bit stupid, but the Wi-Fi doesn't seem to be working very well. I don't know what that means, apart from the fact that I can't put videos on. I did a brilliant one actually on Tuesday night that culminated in me talking about whether the gerbil was an alien and whether we'd know if it was an alien, and how would we know, because it might be us that are the aliens. But unfortunately that didn't upload. You're probably quite pleased about that. I'm not though, because I thought it was quite good. I've just done some weeding. I've just weeded the drive, used vinegar, salt and washing up liquid. Apparently it's a sort of old traditional recipe. You just put a shitload of vinegar in a watering can, shitload of salt, and just a pinch of washing up liquid. Shake it all up and water your weeds with it. So the house now smells like a chip shop. But we'll wait and see what happens in a couple of days. Also, just been and put the wheelie bin out. It's purple bin tomorrow. So yeah, I'm on my way back to put the chickens in. Not much to talk about really at the moment. Things aren't going too bad. Try not to overthink about anything. The main way that I do that is by thinking about everything. So instead of focusing on sort of, oh no, my bills need paying, I think about whether sort of daisies, if people could actually live under daisies if they managed to become really small, things like that. So I tend to not dwell on anything really, purely because there's too much going on in my head. Nothing to worry about. It's quite a happy place. I do love being busy in my head. A car's just driven past now, a silver car. That's the thing, and there's 4 other silver cars around here, but there's so many different silvers, isn't there? There's the grey type silver, there's the sort of white bright silver, whereas really when you mention the word silver you just think of silver, don't you? But no, not in car world, there's hundreds of them. So yeah, that's just crossed my mind how many silvers there are. So yeah, starting to get dark, bit of red sky. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I smell of vinegar now. Obviously I will do, because I've been vinegaring the yard, which is probably not something you do every day. A bus is going past, you can just see that disappearing into the background, followed by a taxi, which again you can just see. So there's always something happening. There's no real reason why you should be bored, even if it's just sitting in a car because your Wi-Fi doesn't work at home, watching buses and taxis going past and thinking about the size of daisies. So yeah, there's no real excuse for boredom, I don't believe. Certainly from my point of view, I spent so many years being bored. That was before I realised that there's loads of things going on. Loads of things. It's that time of night now, for example, when you don't know whether to have your car lights on or not. A relative of mine, she always used to say, if you have to think about whether to or not, that means you should. But that's too simple for me. I probably wouldn't have my main headlights on now because it's not dark enough, but equally I probably wouldn't have my side lights on for fear of leaving them on, because cars nowadays tend to either bleep at you if you've got your headlights on, or they switch themselves off when you leave the car. But with side lights, that's a different thing. That's the responsibility of the car owner to switch them off. And it's one other thing to think about, isn't it? Because none of us want flat batteries and all that sort of nonsense that can occur by leaving the lights on. Here's a little moped that's just gone past. Automatic, 49cc, so not particularly powerful, but it was white, it looked quite nice. They had their lights on. So yeah, that's me. I just thought I'd touch base, as they say in office jobs. It's looking good. It's looking good. Things are on the up. And as I say, I think it's worked for me, because I'm thinking about everything instead of just one or two things. So yeah, could people live under daisies? Stuff like that. That's what tends to keep me busy. Will the vinegar weed killer work? Yeah, it's all good stuff. So I'm going back in the house now, because obviously I feel like a bit of a prick sitting outside my own house in my car. Almost looks like I've had an argument with someone, or I'm waiting to knife the neighbour or something. So yeah, have a good evening, have a good weekend, be careful, don't get sad, because once you start it's addictive. See you later then.